And we're live. Hello, hello, people.
Good morning, everybody.
Very morning. Good morning.
Yeah, I'm about to turn this heat on. I got chill bumps in my living room. I've been in my bedroom all day, so I didn't know how cold it was. And be right back.
Because I had to wait for the volume thingy so I could turn myself off. All right. I see a Devin. Who else do we have? Let's see.
All right, I got us on my TV screen too. Go ahead and hit that like button real quick.
Yep. So we got with Devin, we got Grayson and Haley. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you guys for showing up. I don't know how early it is for y'all, but it's early for me. I say that it's 9 o'clock. It's not exactly early, but
Yeah, it's mid morning for me. Oh, I like that mug.
I found this at a Facebook dollar store little thing. She was selling like 15 mugs. I was like, can I just have the one that says writer? Haley says, I'm almost hungover. Let's see what happens today. So you had my last weekend. Okay. Grayson says orange is their favorite color. Hi, Books with Kittens. I'm taken, married 9 years, but I'm here. Ha ha ha. Between Michael and Devin, it gets crazy.
Fat.
All right, so what's everybody going to be working on today? I don't know yet.
I ain't decided. I ain't decided. This is I ain't decided or look right now.
I got my computer back yesterday, so I want to start like re-downloading everything for like my files to edit videos and stuff, but I also just want to work, but I have a headache and I don't want to read. Oh, I might let y'all work today and me not work. I'm here every Sunday. Doesn't mean I'm gonna work every Sunday. Oh god. Grayson says, found an old project that I've decided to dive in and see what needs to be worked on. I've been staring at the notebook in horror.
Oh goodness.
I've been there. Haley says, probably getting my life together so I can work and recovering from a friend's birthday party. My husband bartended and we had some legally obtained special cookies. So say minus the cookies. That was me last weekend. Without leaving a party, I just decided to drink. Alright. So I've got the timer started, or up and ready, should I say, not started, but
Somebody is ready to go.
I don't know how I'm this ready to go, but I'm ready to go apparently. I was like, I always forget that, so let's go ahead and do that. So we'll get going and then we'll talk some more. Michael says I'm tweaking an already written short sci-fi story in order to finally submit it somewhere, expanding it into a novella novel size. Okay, cool. Alright. So get this pulled up, add it back to the stream. So in 3, 2, 1, go! All right. How did we do?
I did house stuff.
Michael got 99 words. Yes, Devin. Boom. I didn't forget the sound this time. I tried to open my document, but it's too bright. My head still hurts too much.
Yeah, I'm over here like, you haven't taken your medicine. That's why you don't feel good this morning. So I've been working on getting that done.
Yeah. I let the dog out and ate a little bit.
Not sweet bearded Odin. That just made me laugh. I like that. Sweet bearded Odin.
Naked Firefly, hello. We had Elizabeth
Hey,
join us as well.
hey, Elizabeth, how are you feeling? Are you feeling any better? I know you said I got you sick. I didn't know, but are you feeling any better?
I stared at my desk, lost for 15 minutes, and ate a cookie. Hey, gotta get food in you. That was
Cookie
me.
sounds so nice right now.
Like I said, I got my desktop back yesterday, but that would mean an even brighter screen, so that wasn't happening. So I was like, okay, I'll open my document, and that's white and bright, and so that didn't happen either.
Man, right? They need a dark mode.
I know.
Because I use dark mode on OneNote, so it's all black. I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, Meadow. And it's fine. You got wifey mommy duties to do. We understand. You got a lot going on.
Just say, if it gets slow, you can always jump on. I sent you the link. Yeah. So I'm just here to support today.
Hey, that's what we need. Somebody to facilitate. And then after this, y'all can come over to the crochet chit chat and just let your brain just be free and not focus on anything. Just self-care yourself to death.
Right? I think I'm going to put y'all on my phone and then lay back down after this.
Yeah, no. I definitely, yeah, if my medicine don't kick in, I'm going to be like, ooh, how am I going to do this stream?
Right. Since I'm so like sensitive to medicine, I took Tylenol twice yesterday, and that's all my stomach can stand. And so it's like down to a headache as far as the pain, but it's still right behind my eyes. So probably eat a little bit more, take some more Tylenol, lay back down. But I'm here every Sunday, no matter how I feel, for you guys. Let y'all get the words done.
Hey, that's better, because you know me, when I'm sick, I'm down. Like, I'll catch y'all next week.
Well, sometimes I'm that way too, if I can't even get up to get the stream going, but I'm like, it's just my eyes, so my fingers still work great.
We appreciate your diligence.
That's why I create like all the streams for the months. That way I have no excuse. All I have to do is get them going.
See, and I didn't do that, and luckily I didn't have to get up and remember to like change it because I was sick that week. Because I was like, I woke up and it was Saturday, or no, I woke up and it was Friday, and I was like, dang, I did not put that I wasn't gonna be there. But luckily I didn't create a stream. The one time I was not extra, and on top of it, it came in handy.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right. So, other than 99 words from Michael, and staring at a desk, did anybody else get anything done? Sorry, my boom scared you guys. I quit doing music because other than the one I always do a 20-minute timer, I kept getting copyright strikes, so I was like, screw it. Let me get the next one ready. See if I can find the 15-minute timer we all like. I think I just have these two. Let me get that going. Ready for us. Devin ate lunch. All right. Gotta eat. Haley says, I'm planning on starting streaming this week. Yay! Finally. But we'll see what happens with kids being off school. Yeah, that kind of makes everything change, depending on what age your child is. All this hype on the coronavirus, which is still serious, don't get me wrong, has made people forget about the absolutely nasty flu that's going around. Yeah. That's my thing. A lot of people are freaking out, not knowing what's the flu and what's the actual coronavirus. And my whole family had the flu like the week before the coronavirus hit. So thank God nobody was freaking out thinking we had to go get tested or anything. But that's why Meadow's not here. I hope they have a test for him, girl. He needs to get back to work so nobody messes up his store. Yeah. And that's the crazy thing, is some places don't even have the test. So it's kind of crazy. Grayson, I made a fresh pot of coffee and started breaking down the plot. Currently going over it to see what will stay and what won't. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm outlining the novel I wrote while we were moving. This will be Unknown Series book number 3, Unknown Happiness. And so I'm getting all the outlining ready for that. So I can work on it probably starting end of next week. I'll finally get started on it. And then hopefully by then my edits from Unknown Family will be ready for me to tackle from my editor, the lovely Mr. Jayce, who can't be here because he's computerless right now. So he's a $5. He can probably be bribed to leave me alone. Yeah. Yeah, depending on how old the kids are. Like mine's 13, so she's self-sufficient, and they brought their computers home so that they can still do work, so that they don't get behind or have to go later in the year. So that's lucky. I mean, at least she'll have stuff to do while she's at home. And they allowed my mom to change her schedule so she can work on the weekends. My cats are fighting, if y'all hear that. Tala, leave her alone. Anyway, so yeah, she'll be doing schoolwork during the day till I get home. Excuse me. So that will at least keep her busy. Thank you. It's like turning just to tell them to behave, just like cat hair. Sneeze. Okay. So as soon as it hits 30, we'll start another one. Michael says we can't get tested here unless we show symptoms, which I do, and if one of us has been out of the country or in close contact with somebody, which is not the case for me. Yeah, the thing is you can be systematic. You can be symptomatic before you even like know you've been around somebody with it. So it's really crazy. Yeah. Flying cat ears. Devin. Yeah, they're fighting, and so hair is going everywhere. But yeah. That's probably what I'll be doing next, printing out more schoolwork and coloring pages. Yeah. Alright, it is 30, so let's get started on another sprint. Alright, and 3, 2, 1, sprint! Sprint! All right. How did we do?
I got a few words in. I got 120.
Hey, it's something.
Right.
We got a
It's better
key
than what
showed
I
up.
did.
Key says one of the reasons they have to limit who gets tested is that there hasn't been enough time to manufacture and distribute the testing supplies. Yeah. Takes time to tool up and manufacture enough. Yeah, I get that. Alright, so how did everyone do? Key's got the boom.
Boom. Here comes the boom.
Hey, you got here in time to get 205 words. That's good.
That's awesome.
Grayson, I just started into my coffee. I'm finding some good gems so far. I feel more confident working on this project again. That's good. Sometimes after you've had a project on for so long, it can be hard or it can be really easy. It just depends. Haley got 18 pages of coloring pages for the kiddo and nephew. Cool. So at least people are getting things done, even if I can't. I'm watching some shows. Thank God YouTube has the dark feature, so I can at least do that.
Yeah, right. I was sitting over here like, dang, can't just the StreamYard have a dark feature? Because this background is so bright right now.
Yeah. I guess you could kind of say I'm doing research, watching shows. I'm watching, like, Ancient Aliens on the Greek background and stuff. Trying to get ideas for how I want book 4 to go. Trying to get some more without having to read since my eyes hurt so bad. Just trying to get some ideas flowing on different myths and stuff for book 4. So
That's good.
because I haven't decided, like, I know how I want the story to go, but I haven't decided what myth I want in this one. So we'll see. Because, like, Unknown Love has a story from Greek mythology in it, so is Unknown Family intertwined.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know that I did that with Unknown Happiness. I haven't found it so far in my outlining, so I'm gonna have to try to figure out if there's some way to interweave one of those plots in. So
That sounds good.
yeah.
I like when writers put effort into their story. Like you know that they did work, they did research. It wasn't just, oh, I'm thinking of stuff and writing it down. Like it's like, no, I want to be accurate about what I'm doing. I want to know that I'm doing it right. I think that's dope.
Yeah, because the first 3 have, like I said, they're based on a Greek story, and I just interweave it into today's character story. But I had all my books packed during Unknown Happiness, so I just wrote the story, and so now I've got to. I remember what story I wanted to weave into it, but apparently I didn't at all. So now I gotta outline it and then find the story and how to weave the story into it. So, and then I haven't done that at all because I started Unknown Origins during camp before I started editing. So, or
Are you
during
doing
Nano.
this month or next month?
It depends. If Jayce is not done editing, then I will probably, my goal for camp will just be to finish writing Unknown Happiness. So if I can find the story I want to weave into it, then I'll at least finish it, weaving that part into the end, and then go back and finish it. Because I've got maybe 20,000 words to finish the story. So it just depends. If he's done with all the editing, then my goal will be just to finish editing Unknown Family.
Okay.
So because there were some developmental things that we figured out we could take out that really didn't have to do with it and things like that. So I'm doing it, but I haven't decided how I'm doing it yet.
Okay. I
Are
just did
you?
my thing last like a couple of days ago. I did my like registering and everything, so that's what made me want to ask.
Yeah, they took a couple things off that I didn't really like on the campsite this year. So,
Yeah, they
um,
merged it into one site, which I hear was like a big deal.
yeah. Oh, because I didn't like a couple things they took off the Nano site. So I was kind of wondering how the campsite was going to go. It still has like the major plot things you need, but I don't know. Some of the things that made it fun are kind of off now. So, I don't know. Is everybody in the chat? Who's doing camp? Who's not? I think that's the only thing I haven't done is decided what I'm doing on it. Put my project up.
Me looking at you is not telling you to come here, for the record.
You should start a cabin, Cash.
Yeah. Okay.
Start a cabin and we can all get into it.
Okay. I will look into doing that. I've never done it before, so okay. Well, we got a lot of people planning on doing it, so I guess
There
I
you go.
will do an Octotubers cabin or whatever. But like, you can only have like a certain amount of people, right?
12.
12. Okay.
Unless they
So I
changed
guess it's
it.
first come, first serve. I mean, not just play. You can
Yeah.
add me. If you add me, it'd be easier for me to add you to a group, right? Oh, this is what we doing.
Well, you can just start a cabin and then we just like invite. You can invite us once we have a project up and everything. Like right now, I'm in it, but I haven't started a project, so you couldn't add me yet. So, um, yeah, I agree, Devin. The new site does suck, but the camp one's not so bad. So we got Haley's doing camp, Grayson's doing camp. Um, so you're gonna try it, Haley? Camp is cool. It's not like Nano where you have to write 50. You pick what you want to write, and that's one thing I do love about it. Um, yeah, and of course it wouldn't be a sprint without the doggos.
Right. Because he just had to come over here.
Casey, scratch the puppy for me.
Don't try to lick my arm and get my attention. You walked right up in the middle of my stream, interrupted what I was doing and everything.
Say hey, doggy, doggy, doggy. Hey, this says I'm probably going for 50. I want to get a whole new draft of that project you read for me. The project's good. You just need to add a little bit more, like suspense into it. Like I really did love reading it. So I think you got a good first draft going. Yeah. So it just depends. Now that I got my computer back, it just depends on what I can do in the next 2 weeks. Now that I'm off of overtime, and like this week is shot because my daughter has a doctor's appointment. We have a new guy I have to train. I get to train him for 2 days, then I'll be gone, and then I'll be stuck in the office because the woman who's training me in the office is going on vacation again. So it's a whole hella crazy at work. And then with the kid being off,
Right.
it gives me, it's nice though, it gives me an extra hour not having to go pick her up. I can just come straight home. So that's always nice. All right. So do we want to go ahead and start another sprint?
I mean, I can't do nothing. His whole face is on my keyboard right now.
Yeah, I know there's like an ear.
Yeah, he didn't muted my mic twice. Like, what are you doing, dude?
I love that when I come home from work and there's like I look at my search bar and there's nothing but like K's all the way across the search bar. So like
That's funny.
the cat has been there. She's letting me know. I'm gonna start having to hide my keyboard. Although now I've learned my lesson and I'm gonna start turning the computer off during the day because I don't need another surge to cost me another $300.
It's very true.
Oh my god. Yeah, it was like $100 for a new SSD, and then $100 for the work, and then $100 for him to spend 4 days trying to recover all my old files.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Although I did find during this last sprint, I found I do still have unknown family. So I'm not completely screwed. And I do have all of my client stuff. So I was smarter than I thought I was, and I did have it all backed up onto my portable drive. So other than like I don't have like my Filmora and stuff like that to do editing videos, I'm not completely as screwed as I thought I was. Because I have unknown love formatted, unknown happiness, unknown family, and unknown origins. So I'm not as screwed as I thought I was if he can't find it all.
That's good. Hey, small miracles.
Right? It may not be as updated as it's supposed to be on my external drive, but at least I do have them. So, alright. So we'll do another one in 3 minutes at the top of the hour. Give Haley a chance to get back.
Right.
So I bought yesterday this candle, and it smells so good. It's got sea salt and driftwood. It's called Calm. It smells so
What's
good.
the brand? That looks familiar.
Aromascapes.
I feel like I saw that when we went to get my my Valentine's Day candle. That brand at the place.
Yeah. Like, I love Yankee candles, but they burn too quickly without as much of the smell. And I wanted something that wasn't going to, like, overpower everything. And I've never tried sea salt with driftwood. Usually driftwood has, like, sage and other stuff that I don't like. Only time I use sage is if I'm smudging the house. So it actually smells really good. I tried to get the French lavender, but it was a little too strong. My daughter's like, no, I'm good. Because I'm weird. I keep soap, scented soap.
Mm-hmm.
And
okay.
That way, like, when it quits smelling, you just shave a piece off and open the smell back up. So this is my calming soap. And then you can always melt it down too. So, alright. Let's add this back on. We'll get started here in a minute. Yeah, so when everybody gets their projects in and gets logged into to Camp Nano, we'll have a camp going in next Saturday or next Sunday. We'll tell y'all what the camp name is, and y'all can invite yourself in there.
Sounds good.
And that way, that'll be right before Nano.
I like it. You shared a lot. You know that? Hi, Cleo. Yeah, I didn't leave you out. He got it. Okay. All right. Okay.
All right. Okay. And 3, 2, 1, sprint. All right. How did we do?
I got caught up playing this game on my iPad. I got a weed farm and I need to grow some more stuff, so had to take some time to do that.
All right. How did everybody else do? I got a couple things I can use written down. Yep, we got the big bang. Grayson said I got caught up in wondering why I'm torturing my characters so heavily on this project. Hey, there's no bad thing to torturing people as long as it makes the plot go.
For those who might be tuning in, we are writers. We do not actually torture human beings for fun. We are writers.
Sorry, Devin says it's your job. It's your job as a writer to torture people. As long as you don't do like Catalea and tell us your misdeeds of what you've done in the name of writing.
Right, we don't need that. We don't want to be witnesses.
He says I almost finished with a prologue, just going over it now to make sure it says what I want it to say. Says speak for yourself, Cash. I torture people, sort of.
All right. Hey, you get it how you live.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with mentally torturing people if they've done you wrong. I'm a key believer in that. Mind fucks are awesome. I do that just for the hell of it sometimes. Although at work I feel like I'm being mind tortured all the time. It's not one thing, it's another. Oh, I feel like people are torturing me with everything going on. I might have to come up with a question of the day for next Sunday. I'll keep talking about torturing people.
Oh, goodness.
My torturing is more mental than anything in my books till the end. Then comes the physical. Grayson says, I made a close friend read one of my emotionally heavy scenes and she sobbed, full on ugly sobbing with hiccups. So am I doing the right thing? It depends on the genre of your book. I mean, if it has a lot of torture,
if that's what you wanted to happen, then yeah.
Yeah. See, Devin's like, yes. The thing is, you're doing a scene right if you make somebody cry. Because you've elicited all that emotion. So
right.
if it's something
outside of themselves.
Yeah. So like if it's emotionally heavy, then that's good. If it's a physical torture that heavy, then it might want to be the climax, not in the middle. You never know. Yeah, Keith says if that was a humorous book, then you failed. Although I will say I've had some emotionally trying scenes in books that I read that like it was a humorous book or something that wasn't meant to be heavy read, but it added to the scene to make it even more humorous later. So, I mean, do you? I mean, that's what you want to write and how you want to write. As long as it works for the plot, I don't see any problem with it.
Right, and let us know so we can support.
Yep.
When you finish.
Yep, I feel really bad. Like, Alex's book yesterday came out, and like it was a Saturday, and everybody was busy, and nobody came to support. So we gotta support. We gotta support our fellow authors. So,
but you gotta let us know, and definitely let us know in advance so we can plan and everything like that.
Yep, I felt bad because I had a headache. I tried to listen, but I couldn't. My head was killing me too bad.
Yeah.
I couldn't write anything humorous on purpose to save my life. I avoid that like the plague. I'm the same way, but like I guess any humor I have is like more satirical or like in Unknown Happiness, I've got a thing where she's like, "Great, so everything I read in books, it's happening. This is so bad," and her witch friend is like patting her on the head, like, "It's okay. I know you hate all that, but guess what? It's happening. So just get over it." So, that's my kind of humor. She's like mock humoring. "I know you hate all these books that have the world's gonna end, but guess what? We're living it. Get over it."
Right.
So I play on the
which movie we live in, which book we live in.
Yeah.
Like the world comes to an end, but how does it come to an end? What happens next?
Well, if you think about it like this coronavirus, like how many books have you read where the world's going to come to end because of some disease? Every zombie movie out there?
Or the cure of that disease. Or the cure.
So, like, I understand tropes and how they've all been overdone and they're done well or done wrong or whatever, but real life is books, is tropes of books. So it's not that it's been overdone. If it makes it more realistic and the way the world really is, then fuck it.
That's very true.
Like in Unknown Happiness, they're like, "Great, every book I've read, the world's gonna end, and now it's up to us to save it. Great, we're living a freaking book." She's like, "Well, it kind of is, so it's the way the world works."
Honest, right now, the world could end, and it might be up to you to save it.
Yeah. I just imagine all the doctors going, "Great, now we've got to save the world." So it happens, and I play on stuff like that. Like, yeah, this may be a book where the trope's been done, but guess what? We're going for it.
Right.
So, world may end, world may change. It's what you're living. So,
one thing a book didn't predict was people buying all the toilet paper just to sell it on Facebook.
Oh, really? Have you seen people selling it now?
People have been buying stuff like buying tissue, buying Clorox, buying hand sanitizer to sell them at higher prices on Facebook Marketplace. It's ridiculous.
See, and when I was at my local, because I was like, Walmart sold out of everything, whatever. We're just going to try the normal grocery store yesterday. And because we just ran out, and so of different stuff. So I was like, okay, let's try it. So we went to the grocery store, and this woman was saying like 6:00 that morning when they stocked the shelves, 2 guys with 4 carts got all the hand sanitizer and wipes that there was because they don't have a limit. I'm like, great, now they're gonna go and be selling the shit. It's crazy, but yeah, I mean, like he says, tropes in books become tropes because they apply to real life. That's the way the reader connects to the story. And any book coming out right now that has an end of day trope, like, it's very much, my bangs are like pissing me off. It's very much gonna apply to what's going on right now. So,
right.
I mean, it's just the way it is. I saw a Facebook post of a boy who got suspended for taking sanitizer to school and charging 50 cents a pump. Yeah. That's the kind of crap my daughter did.
Him, but he already made his money.
Right. I watch a Facebooker that does stuff all the time, and he was talking about how his nephew got a Disney subscription for Christmas from him, and he was selling people for $1 a piece of paper his logon code, and he was selling it, and he got suspended. He's like, I've never been more proud of this little boy in my life. Although I got in trouble for giving him the subscription. And he didn't even get caught till he asked the teacher if he wanted a subscription.
Come on now.
Because the teacher was talking about
so well. You were doing so well, young man.
Yeah, the teacher was talking about how he didn't have a Disney Plus and he wanted to watch a movie, and the kid was like, "Well, here you go. For $1, you can have this."
And Devin, did he get to keep the money? I don't know, but there would have been no way in hell you would have got the money from me. What you gonna
Yeah,
take it from? I didn't steal it.
I'd be like, "I made $2. Here you go." Grayson said he did. He was able to buy lunch at McDonald's and some snacks from the store.
Right. Because I sure would have went, what you gonna take it from? They the ones paid me for it.
My daughter used to sell frozen bottles of water at school in the middle of winter in Nebraska because kids wanted cold water and the water fountains weren't cold. So
I used to, when I was in elementary school, I used to sell school supplies.
Yep.
I would save up my money from working during the summer at my grandma's store, and when it was time to buy school supplies, when they were all like really really low, I would buy a bunch. And then when I was in school, when I was in elementary school, people would come to my locker. You need a notebook? I got a notebook. You need a pencil? I got a pencil. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, she used to sell a bottle of water for $1 and then take that $25, give us $5 to buy the pack of water, and then had 20 bucks for her own. Yeah. He said, so buy it for $1, then sell it to 5 other people for 50 cents. Yeah. Makes sense.
Cause they feel like, well, I paid less than him, but really, did you? Did you really?
Makes more sense now. Like your teacher was like, I don't want hand sanitizer in my room. Because all the classrooms have sinks. So she's like, it's easier to just go wash your hands. Like, hand sanitizer is just not going to do the same thing.
Right.
That's so funny. And you know what? That's like the best way for kids to learn is being entrepreneurs themselves. Like, that's the kind of kids that are going to grow up and make something of themselves. Like, don't have the parents be like, you shouldn't have done that. Be like, you should have been more sneaky.
Right.
Oh, that's hilarious, dude. Go for that kid. Be like, I'm just trying to start my own business.
Right. Don't hate the player, baby. Hate the game.
Right?
He getting his hustle on.
Hey, if you got it, nobody else does. You're just giving people what they need.
Supply, demand. It's simple.
Yeah. The kid has already learned economics. He'll do great higher up in school. Oh, so did anybody tell us what they did? I didn't see anything during that. Anybody get any words written?
Yeah, I didn't see any words.
They say editing is words, but I know some of us were writing.
Right.
Research your demographics. This is true. That's the one thing they don't know yet. Oh, goodness. I find that hilarious. I'm surprised my kid hadn't come up with something yet. My thing is, why suspend them? They're about to be out of school for 6 weeks anyway.
Right. I would have given them detention maybe, but not suspended. Like, you don't need to get suspended because of that.
Right. Grayson says no writing, just planning and correcting.
I love your avatar, by the way.
I know.
It's so cool.
I like that. That's cute. I feel like everybody has such cool avatars. I'm just like, screw it. Here's a picture.
Well, mine was a picture for a while. Well, actually, it was nothing because I couldn't figure out how to put a picture up there. And now I tell everybody else how.
I need to eat some more so I can take some Tylenol. That's what I'll probably do during this sprint. So, Cash, is your sprint right after, or your stream right after ours?
2:30, like 30 minutes later.
Okay. Because I don't want to have to cut you off or anything.
No, you're fine.
So now you have to move to the living room and everything.
Yeah, move over to the couch and whatnot.
All right. Key says I mostly edited this time, so the word count didn't change much. After this is outlining. I hate outlining since I'm more of a pantser, but my head is still scattered from chemo. So, yeah, I remember those days. Thank God I don't have to do that anymore. All right, so start another one. And 3, 2, 1, sprint. All right. How did we do this time? Let me get this started.
The bomb went off right as I was getting my food off the stove. I got 80 words in, so I'm at 200 for the stream.
Words are words.
Right.
And it's still early for you. I was looking up Wiccan holidays that I may not know, like past that aren't celebrated now. Since one of my characters is a witch. How did everybody in the chat do?
And hey, Catalea, I see you joined us.
Nice join just in time to sprint. So hopefully she got something done. Everybody's so quiet today.
It's the panic.
StreamYard is slow. I won't wait for StreamYard to populate. Devin, she's a good witch. But she has an ancestor from way, way back. So I wanted to throw some of that in. So Key did a review before moving on and started laying out the first chapter.
Yay.
There we go. Now it's populated. So Grayson says, I'm ranting out loud about this plot. It helps me. Hey, I always say the only difference between a writer and a psycho pretty much is that we not only talk about our characters and to our characters and they talk back, but eventually we make money from it. Do you use a hard magic system or a soft magic system? So far, I really don't have any system for her. She's just like a side character that's helping the main. So that's what I'm researching now. She hasn't taken on her full powers yet. So when her ancestor comes and explains that the reason that their family doesn't have all their powers is because she hasn't moved on, because she's protecting some of the key players in this problem that may kill the world, she's going to start exploring that a little bit more. So I think she'll probably end up just having like a hard magic system. So we'll see. Not exactly sure yet. Yeah. Right now, all I've got is that she can transform into animals and feel power and stuff like that. So right now, she's just kind of a minor witch. But then once her ancestor comes along and explains what magic she doesn't have because she's still alive, then it'll become more of a, she'll learn more and it'll become more of a hard magic system. So, because eventually she'll have her own book too. And so right now you're learning that she's just coming into her power because of this ancestor. And then, as the end battle happens, the ancestor will give her more of her power and she'll become stronger than her entire family. So.
Okay.
So kind of giving the power back to the family through her. So
I'm getting some Lost Girl vibes.
More a little bit of Lost Girl and a Discovery of Witches type thing.
Okay.
Like, because like in Discovery of Witches, Diana has her power, but it's been held down for years. So I took a little bit of that and a little bit of she doesn't know who she is from Lost Girl, and now that this ancestor's coming around, it's kind of a mesh of the two. So yeah. He says, yeah, I got a hard magic system for my world. Having hard limits actually helps the story since your characters have to come up with solutions that fit with those limitations. Stops power creeping. Yeah. Yeah, involving the ancestors. Yeah, like I got the idea, like, you know, reading Discovery of Witches, like the vampire was saying that, you know, over time, because of the world having to evolve, people quit using their magic as much. So this family's power kind of dwindled a little bit. But then it's because ancestors pass on their magic and their knowledge down through the centuries. So without this ancestor giving her magic up when she died, then that wasn't there. So now that she's in the battle and she's back alive, basically, instead of a spirit protecting these things, her power's back in the family. So she's passing it directly to this descendant that's helping instead of releasing it to the whole family. So
I like the thought that went into that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. Because this is the ancestor that's going to be in the battle. So this is, you know, why give it to the whole family and spread it out through the generations when this is the witch that's going to need it. So kind of gives me an idea at the end, like when the battle's done and the ancestor can finally rest, she's like, okay, you know, I'm starting over with the family, giving power to you, and then your generations will have the full power. So a little bit of worse witch in there from watching it with my daughter, a little bit of everything mixed together. So
okay.
Yeah. So I don't know, I get ideas from everything. And this story will bring back the person that's supposed to be the new king instead of his brother getting it and things like that. So it even though this is the third story, it'll help set up for actually going into Ava Karina and getting to see that world based instead of it all being Earth based.
Okay.
So it kind of gives that transition into that. So.
Yeah. See, that's why I only dabble in fantasy, because there's so much that goes into it. I dabble.
Well, see, and book 4 has an entirely different system. Like instead of Greek history, I'm throwing some Armenian in there too. So this book kind of sets up, book 3 kind of sets up, you know, okay, what you thought was going to happen in book 4 is now on its head because the rightful ruler is now coming back. So who you thought was going to take over now isn't. And then you have this whole Armenian thing that kind of takes and shows that the Avanan world isn't just Greek gods. It's every god. And so it adds a whole new key to it and little plot twist and stuff. So you get to know a whole new set of characters. So.
Look at you. No wonder your books be so long. I see you.
Yep. It sets up for the whole series. That's why they're so long, but not straight info dumping. So that way you get to know each character in each book. Yeah. That's why I like standalones in a series, because you can read them in whatever order, but you get to know a little bit about each character. So when their book comes along, there's not all that info dumping.
Right.
So I don't know. I always like that in the series books I read. So yep.
Yay, Grayson, that's awesome.
I'm glad I can help you with that. Yeah. Who in here is series writers and who does standalones? I'm curious about that now.
I have both.
And it kind of gets my ideas flowing for like the next series that I'm low key writing as well. That's further back in history. It's more of a witch shifter series. So
Okay.
it's not gonna have vampires or anything at all. It's just I'm gonna totally turn the Western and medieval on their head. Like you think you're riding a horse, but you're really riding a person that's hiding. Like,
oh wow.
Yeah, things like that. Because it makes me wonder, like with the whole vampires, like before there were blood banks and they fed off animals and stuff. Like, what did they do? So, you still had witches persecuted in medieval. So, okay, well, when they came to America and there was the Western times, what happened? You've got all these paranormals that. Sorry, I've got stuff falling. You've got all these paranormals that had to survive. Now what? So, yeah.
You asking some deep questions over there.
Yep, that's where my head goes. So I'm doing like a lot of research on Western times and watching a lot of Western films and stuff like that for not only for timeline accuracy, but thinking how things like that could survive and hide and things like that. So
yeah.
Oh, we got 3 minutes. Do we want to go ahead and do outros?
Sure, we can do that. I guess I will go since it's just me and you up here. Hi everybody, I'm Kashay. I write short stories and poetry and the occasional blog post here or there. I am glad to be streaming with you today. I will be streaming on Thursday evenings at 10 p.m. Eastern. That is my writing stream. And then on Miss Doggy DeWinter's channel here in about 32 minutes, we'll be doing crochet chit chat. It's just a self-care Sunday. Come listen. You can talk, you can not talk, you can crochet, you can paint, you can do whatever. Just take some time away from your manuscript to cool your head and get prepared for the next week. So that's all I got.
All right, you know me, I'm Amber Craft. We're here every Sunday at noon Eastern, whatever time that equals for you. We do have the AuthorTube writing, what do you call it? Meadow does this so much better. Our get together, writing retreat, that word, retreat. The first weekend of June, the 6th through the 8th. So if you want to get in on that, that will be in Portland, Oregon. And we're going to do the Rose Festival that's there as well. So it'll be a lot of fun. Make sure you let me or Meadow know about that. And let us know if you're going to come. And as far as I go, like I said, I'm here every Sunday. Now that I have my computer back, hopefully I can get some videos edited by next week. I probably won't get one out this Wednesday. But yeah, and that's all I got. So we will see you over on Miss Dahlia's channel and Cash's channels on Thursday and in 31 minutes. And until then, we will see you guys next week.
Bye. Y'all.